press conference in Central Ohio because then everybody shows up. You see that, Connie?
Go outside
No, they don't even have to walk outside, and we want to make it easy for them.
I know.
Yeah, because we love them so much. I don't questions. What do you? I mean, it's a good day here. Obviously, couple 250 jobs. I'm still. I'm always on pins and needles when it comes to the state of the economy because I tell you, it's just this uncertainty that's coming up D.C., which should be resolved in a couple weeks, maybe. People are waiting to see who's going to be elected. There's so many people just on the sidelines holding off. But then once the election's over, of course, then it's going to be critical that they start dealing with these problems and getting some resolution to these issues. So it's going to be an interesting couple months, and hopefully they're going to put the country first and reach some agreements on some things so that people can be more confident in terms of investing.
Governor, you're getting some sort of sense that anything has slowed down heading into the election?
Yeah, well, of course we know it because we can look at the queue, we can look at visits. I mean, we look at the last quarter, and I was told that Jobs Ohio numbers are pretty good for the last quarter, but we know things are slowing down a little bit. But that's because people just look. If you are a company, particularly a small business, and you're trying to figure out what to do. And I'm not trying to be partisan here, but if you don't know what's going to happen with healthcare, you don't know what's going to happen with taxes, you don't know what's going to happen with the debt, you're like, what your position is I think I'd rather do nothing than to take a risk. And if I just wait, I'm going to have a little bit more certainty. Certainty really it matters in all of our lives. When we have a better sense of what's going to happen, then we're able to take positive action. When we're uncertain, we kind of just wait on the sidelines. So yeah, there's absolutely been that impact, not only in Ohio but in the country.
I guess in terms of the state unemployment rate dropping, coming right before the election, what kind of, how will it factor into the November election? I mean, will they see this?
I don't know. This is so close here now. It's just really amazing. I kind of look at the unemployment numbers, but there's a lot of things I look at, and so trumpeting those numbers and what does it mean in regard to how many people dropped out of the workforce? Apparently in the last month, my understanding is, or the last report, there are more people entering the workforce, which is, how is it that more people are entering the workforce but the unemployment numbers go down? I mean, all this we're not able to understand it all. And then secondly, they keep revising all the numbers. But there's no question if the unemployment's down to 7% that people feel better. But the election's so close that, I don't know how it's going to come out at this point. But Ohioans clearly are feeling better. I know they're feeling better because I'm out there amongst them, and they do feel better.
You've been on the campaign trail for Romney.
Right.
Do you think that the drop in unemployment is likely to help him, or do you think that this is something that voters will see as
well, I don't. My folks have told me that if you look at surveys, which I don't do, but my people have said that the surveys indicate that Ohioans give credit to what's happening in Ohio, not what's happening somewhere else. There's some people that would give the president credit, but that's not where most Ohioans see it. They see it, through the administration, the legislature, that, they deserve compliments for it. But look, I don't even like this discussion because, somebody said, well, if things are going so well, too bad they're not going well later, after the election. It's just outrageous, right? People are going to work, and I'm happy about it, and let the chips fall where they may. That's all that matters to me.
Governor, looking beyond the election, we're coming up on a lame duck session here.